everybody!
雨上がりましたね。
Nah,
Is it still raining?
I don't know, but that was so crazy.
すごか
Thunder
った
and
ね。
lightning. And it was just pouring outside.
And thunder.
Nah. I hope you guys were all home safe and dry.
Yeah, dry.
We had a pizza delivered, and when I went outside, it was just like on the landing, everything was soaking wet because the rain was just coming all over the place.
Pizza took what, hour and a half or something?
Yeah, I think because it was so bad outside.
Yeah.
It's kind of evil to have somebody deliver a pizza in that weather.
You feel like a king and queen there.
I feel like we like made somebody's life really wet and cold today.
So, how you doing?
It's Saturday night.
I see Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl. So, what's new?
So, at first we will share some subsidy information.
Okay, sounds good.
You have the image?
I do. Which one do you want
Ready?
first?
どっちでもいいよ。
Okay. Hi. How about Arts Council one first?
まず、ダダダン Arts Council starts the subsidy for the up-and-coming new art groups or performers. So if you're in the area, you should apply. I think this one's like 100万 support.
Wow, that's great for a new project.
New project, did we check how new? I think it's 3 years or so.
Okay.
So please check if you are new artist in area or new art group for that matter. Well, you can form the new art group and apply for this subsidy too.
So definitely check out the link and
This
you know.
one's for Tokyo, but I did see the same one in Yokohama.
Okay, so different areas are offering
Arts
something.
Council, yeah, in each area, I think.
So a lot of our friends out there are musicians or other performers, and hopefully
Artists.
this is a way to be able to,
Yeah, do your project.
yeah.
So Arts Council が今、新しいグループの資金を出してくれる模様です。3年ぐらいかな。新しいグループかアーティスト、東京を中心に活動している、もしくは東京の宣伝を世界でしてくれるアーティストです。
はい。
横浜でもやっていました。ので、Let's get some money and do some work.
ね。
Artwork.
あと次は、with pet?
ペットのやつ、これがね、probably this is where the shelter. I hope you who watching this show is not having this kind of hard time. But if you're having hard time paying your rent or you cannot find somewhere to stay with your pet, this place you can stay with your pet.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
This
and
is
rare.
very rare. And pet is your family, and somebody finally understands that.
よかった。
So please, yeah, make a phone call, just ask them. I hope you don't have to do this, but if you're in this situation, I think you should use whatever you can use.
いいね。
So, Bob House, shelter with a pet.
はい。あと government one ね。
Government one, this one is subsidy for small, medium business, freelance, and the personal business owners. This one's not that big, but I think 30万とか50万とか. But better than nothing.
Yeah, a little help for
Little help.
you know, if you're trying to run your business or you've had losses this year, this is really
Yeah, if
helpful.
your business is damaged by this pandemic, and if you have the paper to prove it, that's the accounting paper, you should apply.
So those are our announcements for tonight. Meg's been doing research to find out what's going on out there because we know so many of our creative friends are struggling, and a lot of our friends who are tied to businesses that were, you know, open,
Including
to the public,
ourselves.
including
We're
ourselves.
having a hard time.
So I think it's really great that there's programs out there, and thank you for doing that search. I hope one of these will help somebody out.
And tomorrow in Shinjuku Okubo Park, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., there's some, I think, lawyers or helpers gather up to help you if you're women. If you're women, please go to Okubo Park to talk to them. They will help you about your job problems, family problems, health problems in English, Vietnamese, some Asian languages, sign languages.
That's great. And they're doing this outside in the park to make it safer for people to
Yes.
gather. Okay.
そう、大久保公園で、新宿の大久保公園で明日朝の10時から夕方5時まで女性のための相談会をしています。英語をはじめベトナム語、主語など仕事のこと、家庭のこと、健康のこと、困っている方はぜひ行ってみてください。
Yay. So that's all the kind of helpful practical stuff we have today. How about we tell everybody what we've got on tonight for music?
Or who's waiting to join our
Now,
show?
I think we should bring our special guest on right now. Let me click over.
And
And there's Mr. Fernando Neres.
Fernando!
おはようございます。
That's a morning there.
ここには朝です。
朝のベルギーからです。
Yeah.
Yes, it's the
Welcome.
morning here.
It's
But
good to
thanks
see
for
you.
having me.
Oh, it's a bit choppy, but this is live from Belgium.
Mm.
Yeah, we're getting
So-
a little bit of disruption to the video still, unfortunately.
But this is still
Yeah.
amazing. We are talking live.
Well, it is. It's nice, isn't it? I hope perhaps next year or the year after we will be able to talk face to face in the flesh.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah, we cannot wait.
We cannot wait.
2022 is going to be the year of everybody having reunions. We're going to be getting together with people here and elsewhere around the world, and I hope we can see you here and there.
Yes, yes.
Why not? Yes, that's a good idea.
So who else have we got joining tonight? I know we don't have anyone else joining us by camera tonight, but we do have music from two other artists
Yes. They're both Cheshme regulars. First one is Kako-san. You know Kako-san.
tonight. Kako-san, of course.
Made new videos.
Ina, I hope Kako-san, if you're watching tonight, it's been so long and we miss you, and it's going to be great to see your music tonight.
カコさんが新しいビデオを撮ってくれました。
Yeah.
She's been making lots of videos. That's new thing for her, but I think it's really good.
She's a wonderful artist. I remember when she first started performing at Cheshme,
オープン
and
マイクね。
yeah, was so shy, and she's just advanced so much, and I'm so happy to see her doing videos because we've missed seeing her play.
見てみます。
Yeah, Ottawa, we have another artist tonight.
Oh, second one. 山下さん、津軽三味線。He is a second teacher for our 三味線 workshop.
Okay.
So we have some 津軽三味線 performance
Ina. That's gonna be nice.
ビデオです。
And then headlining our show tonight is Fernando, our Spanish bluesman in Belgium.
Well, perhaps I could get some shamisen lessons from that girl because I have a shamisen over there.
Oh yeah, you should.
Yeah. I should contact her, perhaps, after the show.
This one's a tsugaru. There's several types, so you can decide which one you want to learn.
Yeah.
Well, I'll know which type is the one I have. I think it was the affordable type.
Then probably not tsugaru.
Probably standard one. Colin.
Yeah.
Ina, you've got a room full of gorgeous instruments there too.
Yeah, I have. It's a kind of a maniac I am. But mostly every country I visit, I buy a local instrument. Mostly. With regards to the guitars, I buy guitars and I sell all the time, and I keep a few of them. But normally I'm always buying and selling. Every year I buy a new guitar and I sell another one. So I have a flux here always all around.
Ina,
That's a great idea. You can see where you went and
That's so cool.
Well, of course, you can buy a small mannequin piece like that, or well, as a souvenir, I prefer a shamisen. It's nice. Sometimes I play it, but now it's not tuned. It's a pity. I should have tuned it for today, so you could see how awful I am with shamisen. But I also have Egyptian instruments, Turkish instruments I made myself
wow.
too. Yeah, you can see it. That's a cigar box guitar on top of the
Yeah.
shelf.
You made
I
that?
made myself. I made a kind of double bass. It's really, really terrible. You can see if you wish. I can show you.
Yeah,
Sure.
please.
A second.
Let's see terrible double
Oh,
bass
don't
image.
ask me to tune it. Look at this. Well, this is a bass, you see.
Wow.
That is so cool.
It's not tuned.
That
of
looks
course.
tribal.
Where did that come from? I've never seen a bass that looks like that.
No, because I made it
Yeah,
myself.
he made
You
it.
made this all by
Yeah.
your... That's
Yeah,
so
it's a
amazing.
project with my daughter, so we made it together.
That's so cool.
I love the shape. The whole vibe of that is like art. It's amazing.
It goes well with your look today. You know?
Yeah. If you paint that black, you'll have every goth band on planet trying to buy one.
Now,
from you.
yeah, and some bats here, but yeah, but it's a nice instrument. I
Yeah,
use it on some
business.
recordings, and well, it's not really in tune. It's a pity, but it was a nice project.
That is gorgeous.
Now that I'm looking at it, it reminds me of the one from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ah, the coffin shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I think that's a good segue for us to have our first music tonight. What do you think?
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is Kako-san's video, and it's going to be really great to see her. Kako-san! Here we go.
Hi everybody, I'm Kako. I hope that you enjoy the music and thank you for watching Cheshire TV. Thank you. you cry. One this morning you gonna rise up and singing. Then you stretch your wing and you take to the sky. But till the morning there is nothing can harm you. We study and mommy standing by. Oh, your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. We study and mommy standing by. Standing by. Don't you cry. Have a little song, won't take long. Sing it right once or twice.
いいですよ、カコさん。いいですよ。
Yokata. It was so nice to see Kaka-san playing tonight.
She got so better.
Nah, I love
Much
her
better.
voice.
Soothing voice.
I mean, she's got such a gentle sound, and her guitar playing is so gentle. I just get swept up in her performance. It's so nice.
You cannot tell she's nervous, right?
No, not at all.
気づかれてませんよ。
And I love her choice of songs too. So
いい。
we were talking with Fernando a little bit about the choice of songs while she was playing too. Just lovely,
Good
lovely
taste.
choice in songs. Yeah.
Just by chance, I sent you another Elizabeth Cotten song too.
いいね。
フェルナンドも好きなんですって。
Yeah. Because she's awesome. Absolutely awesome. So
I think it
Kaka-san.
matches to her voice, yeah?
Yeah. So Kaka-san, I hope you'll come back and play again very soon with us, because we love having you on, and I love hearing your voice. And as soon as all this crazy is over, I hope we can sit and watch you play in Chesh
Open
again.
mic. Open mic.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. いいね。
よかったです。 So what?
So
Move
next.
to very different genre now.
Yeah. So maybe you should tell folks, in case there are folks outside of Japan watching,
So
what
next one
instrument.
would be shamisen. Fernando has it too.
Yeah, but
As a 3-string.
it's in the bag.
It's in the back. It's 3 strings.
But Yamasan's Yamashita-san's is very specific kind of shamisen, yeah?
Big one.
Sugaru ne.
津軽です。Northern one です。
That's the one that I always think of, like Yoshida Brothers and kind of the really dramatic shamisen bands.
That's the most famous type, I think.
Okay. So we've got a couple videos from Yamashita-san tonight. Should we roll one?
Yes, one has the 2 songs.
Okay. Here we go. Wow. Yay. That was cool. I'm always curious about the how different the technique is between shamisen.
Stronger.
Mm. It's really nice to see.
Hello, Lex. Hello, Troy. Troy is coming up on the 27th.
いいね. So Yamashita-san was helping to teach for the shamisen.
Minyo, yeah, the
Okay.
folk song,
Very cool.
shamisen. The one he was playing is the biggest shamisen.
Mm. So that neck and body, everything's
Yeah,
larger, right?
it's thick because you're gonna slam. It's supposed to play outside. That's why it's so thick.
Okay. And the kind you play is more for enclosed spaces, right?
Indoor, yes.
Okay.
So smaller.
That was nice. I hope we can get back soon to having shamisen lessons. That was a regular part of the cafe, right? Every other week at one point?
Yeah, yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Hopefully.
Yeah. We have another
Yeah,
song.
that was folk songs.
Mhm.
He was playing. This one's a tsugaru.
A proper suguru.
Proper tsugaru desu.
Okay. Let's hear it. Ina. Arigato, Yamashita-san.
I think that was back in 2018 or so.
Really?
Mm.
It's
Long time ago.
I know. I was having a bit of a time slip there, feeling like we were back in Cheshme because we were always sit on the floor and try not to shoot the back of people's heads. Oh. Yeah, we'll be back soon. But it's so cool. I love that sound. I mean, I've spent a lot of time around you with your shamisen, so I'm used to that sound
Yeah.
more.
Mm-hmm.
But I think almost every time I've been out
Yeah.
and seen
Suguru.
shamisen, it's usually suguru. It's really energetic and genki, and
Yeah, but I play the movie and always somebody's dying.
yeah, that's true.
That
Shina
should
is
fit
dark.
you. Yeah.
It's the goth of Japanese traditional music.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. So last week we had Waki-san on.
Yeah.
And Waki-san is the other shamisen
Yeah, main teacher is
yeah?
Waki-san. Yes.
So hopefully we'll get back to that soon. But it's a wonderful instrument. I think it's so cool that they're teaching that and more people can have a chance to play.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope.
Yeah. So if any of you out there also play shamisen, let us know. And we'll love to have you on to play shamisen too, because we love hearing shamisen and want to represent the local instrument. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
That's also a hint for you to play at some point.
I will.
Okay.
So,
Fernando, did I hear you attempting a
yeah,
tuning?
we heard you.
I was trying to tune some. Well, I have no time. Sorry. I have one here. It's
Let's see yours.
I've been in Tokyo. But it was in 2017, I think, when I bought it, or 2016. I don't remember now. A few years ago, and it's nice. I like it, but I had no time to tune it, and it's been at least 1 year since the last time I played. So I have to tune it. Sorry.
Well, that's in good condition.
It is. Those things don't like to sit around, so it's in really
that
good
looks
condition
clean.
for not being touched.
Well, because it's in the bag. I take good care of it.
That's nice.
It's a beautiful instrument. I love it. Perhaps if I make some video with it, I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
Someday.
please do.
I have to try to play, I don't know, Sakura or something.
That's a good start.
Actually, we followed a workshop in Tokyo with shamisen for tourists, and they gave us a shamisen to each, and we had to play Sakura.
Okay.
And there was some music score written. Of course, tourists mostly were not musicians, so I could read the score, and then I started playing, and the girl, the instructor, was laughing at me. Oh, not yet. What are you doing? Oh, I'm reading Sakura. It was nice. So perhaps I'll try to learn something Sakura of, I don't know, Frère Jacques, which is but something like that. If I do it, I'll record for you, okay? And I'll send a video.
Yes,
Please, that
please.
would be awesome.
Till now, I'm not able to play any song on it. Everything is out of tune. It's
Aw.
horrible. But someday,
Yes,
I'll be able.
Sunday.
A quick shout out to Joan. Hey, Joan.
Hey, Joan.
Joan. Thanks for joining us. It's so nice to see everybody. Yeah. So I think we are now ready to have some music from Fernando himself.
Fernando.
Please do.
So should we start out with a video, or would you like to have a chat with everybody first?
Well, I talked a little bit too much perhaps on the videos I record for you. It was Tuesday that I recorded them here. So I told a little story about each song. So I think the first one that I sent you was Freight Train, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
The lady who played today, first she played also a song by Elizabeth Cotton. She's
Yes.
wonderful, wonderful choice. Wonderful lady, Elizabeth Cotton.
Ines. So shall we? Here we go.
Yeah.
こんにちは、Kelly san, Megumi san. Arigato. Hello, people from Tokyo, Megumi, Kelly. Thanks for inviting me to your show once again. It's a pleasure being here. 昨日は女の人の日でした。エリザベス・コートンはとってもいいギタリストでした。この歌はとても有名です。So yesterday was the International Day for the Rights of Women, and I'd like to play a song written by a lady. And Elizabeth Courton was a wonderful guitar player, and she wrote this tune for a long time ago. Freight Train. Freight train, run so fast. Freight train, run so fast. Please don't tell what train I know, so they don't know what route I'm going. When I'm gone on in my grave, no more things freight train, run so fast. Freight train, run so fast. No tell what train, I'm also that don't know what route I'm going. Freight train, Elizabeth Colton. ありがとうございました。
Nice video.
Very nice.
A nice Japanese too.
Your
Oh,
Japanese is great.
Oh, oof, yeah. I should do my homework more often.
That makes
Well,
sense.
Oh, you too?
Meg
The
was-
idea is that next time we will be able to speak a little bit better when we go to Japan. But okay.
You can practice together.
Yeah. Meg was saying your pronunciation was so good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Arigato
that was
so
very natural, right?
Mm.
Speak something.
Nani?
Okay.
間違いです。
持ち帰りで. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the very first word you memorize. Take out, please.
Yep. 間違いです。
But actually, the sounds, phonetics in Japanese and Spanish are quite similar.
Really?
We have the same vowels, 5. A, E, I, O, U. We have the same vowels in Spanish. Just a few sounds in Japanese that doesn't exist in Spanish. The G doesn't exist, or the Z doesn't exist in Spanish. But well, I have problems just between the difference between sen or zen. It's not easy for me to hear.
Interesting.
But apart from that, it's okay. It's not so difficult to pronounce. What's difficult is tango. Tango wa mutsukashii desu.
単語ね。
Tango を忘れました。忘れます。I forget everything all the time. It's terrible.
That's why your pronunciation is very clear ね。
I think the vowels are important. If you
Yeah.
can, because like American English, our vowels can be quite harsh, so they don't fit very nicely with Japanese.
スパニッシュも強いもんね。ジョって言うじ
But not the vowels. The vowels are nice.
ゃん。Okay.
Anyway, I think we should hear some more music.
Okay.
Which
Yes, of course.
which one should we play next? For the middle one.
You may choose. Which one did you prefer? The one about 11th of March or the one about the walking on the road?
I like them both so much. So, okay, maybe the heavy one first.
Okay, so 311, which is a terrible song. It's about, well, it's the anniversary of Fukushima in Japan.
Yes.
It was a couple of days ago, but in Spain it was the anniversary of the terrorist attacks in Madrid, which killed almost 200 people. There were almost 2,000 people wounded, and it tells the story of someone who I love very much, who was on the next train and he saw terrible things. It's not a political song. It's a blues. And blues can be political, but blues is always first person, as you know, and it's about the experience, what he sees and what he feels. Of course, it's perhaps not nice to remember that, but blues sometimes it can be sad, and this one is sad. Sometimes it's not sad at all. Sometimes it's about sex and about other things, but not this time. I'm sorry.
This song is called 311.
Yes, it is.
Okay, here we go.
This song is quite sad. This song tells the story of something that happened 17 years ago in Madrid. And by chance, well, this week is the anniversary because it happened on 11th of March 2004. So there were some blasts in trains, and it was a terrorist attack by Al Qaeda, and 200 people died. This tells the story of someone I really love, someone very close to me, who was on the next train, and he saw terrible things. The name of the song is, of course, 311. Tell me, people, what in the world is going on? Tell me, people, what in the world is going on? 'Cause I'm walking on the body, all of them souls are just gone. Got out the train, so evil all around. Got out the train, so evil all around. I wasn't walking on the body, all of the souls are just gone. Takes more than even to do what they have done. Takes more than even to do what they have done. 'Cause I'm walking on the bars, all of the souls are just gone. Tell me, people, what in the world is going on? Tell me, people, what in the world is going on? 'Cause I'm walking on the body, all of the souls are just gone. 'Cause I'm walking on the bodies, all of the souls are just gone.
Ina.
Emotional.
We were talking about how you're playing in this, using fingers instead of finger picks.
Yes, I wanted to record the videos for you with my bare fingers, so because it's a kind of sound that I never do live, because it's I cannot play one whole concert with my bare fingers. I would break all my nails, so it's impossible. I have to use these finger picks, as you know. you put around the fingers. And with the finger picks, you get more volume and a punchier sound, and of course, more speed. But you cannot do these percussive techniques with the thumb. And well, you have to find a compromise, one or the other. So when I play live, I always play with the finger picks because okay, you get more volume. That's with finger picks, and without them, of course, I cannot play that fast. But the sound's mellower with the fingers.
Yeah.
And normally when I play at night at home, I play with my fingers, and that's it. As I started when I was a teenager, of course. And so I wanted to give you that mellow sound that I have at home. It's like inviting someone here as I play when I'm alone, not just a concert. So the sound is less, not so aggressive, let's say.
It's
Yeah.
lovely. I very much like the finger picking sound. It's so, I don't know, that the video felt like we're sat in a cafe somewhere listening to you play.
Well,
Definitely more intimate sound. Yeah.
So we've got the next song is called Camino, right?
Yes, but it's not Japanese. In Japanese, kami means God, I think.
God or
So-
hair or paper
Yeah, camino.
or paper.
Yes. No, in Spanish, camino means a path, a road.
Oh, okay.
And it's I wrote when we were walking the road to the way to St. James, the north of Spain. This very old pilgrimage road that people walk. It's something like 700 kilometers. We just did 250 in a couple of weeks. And well, I'm getting old, and I had my right knee was swollen, and I had terrible pain. But I had to walk 25 kilometers every day, and I was carrying a guitar. I'm
Oh,
crazy. Yes, I have a special backpack that I made myself with, and with it was for two guitars, and I had one guitar, and the other guitar was just my clothes in it, and of course a sleeping bag and everything. So I was in pain, and I was playing every couple of hours. I stopped and I played lap steel or just guitar, and I wrote that tune, just a small melody, always in the same drone. So it's very good for playing in an Indian style with something between Indian and blues. And I like that kind of mood because I can play for hours like that. I put my telephone with the drone and I play like that.
okay.
At home, it's very relaxing for me. It's like my meditation time. When you play like that, you cannot think about anything. You have to empty your mind. So 1 hour of that, and then it's like a rebirth afterwards. So that's the purpose of this song, was to relieve my pain, forget about the pain. That was it.
Wow.
Let's hear
Let's
it.
hear El Camino. Okay, here we go.
Well, this is a song I wrote while walking across Spain on a very long trek called The Way to St. James, which is a pilgrimage, a very famous one. I did that a couple of years ago, and I was, of course, carrying a guitar with me. And I wrote this small tune called Camino Blues, which means the blues of the road, road blues. Okay. I'll play this with the help of my telephone. スマホでをしましょう。Yes. Oh, Lordy, Lord, Lordy, Lord. Oh, Lordy, Lord, Lordy, Lord. I gotta go, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, Lordy, Lord, Lordy, Lord. Oh, Lordy, Lord, Lordy, Lord. I gotta go, I gotta go. I gotta go, I gotta go. Oh, Lordy, Lord, Lordy, Lord. Oh, Lordy, Lord, Lordy, Lord. I gotta go, I gotta go. I gotta go, I gotta go. I gotta go.
That's gorgeous.
Nice rhythm.
I love that ground between blues and India that you got there. That's so nice.
Yeah, I think we have a visitor here.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
My wife's showing up.
元気ですか？
元気です。
It's nice to see you.
It's nice for me too. Have you changed something? You've got a new piercing, haven't you?
Yeah.
No, not new ones, just wearing bigger earrings than the old ones.
Okay. So how is everything in Tokyo?
How's
We're
everything?
still having the emergency alert, so we can open our cafe, but not as strict as over there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky. I think the community's doing pretty good. Everybody's
Yeah.
still making music and art and writing and yeah.
Yeah, we saw the numbers, and situation in Japan is not as dramatic as here. many people died here. But when I mean many, it's one of the first countries in the world, Belgium. And why? Could be politics, could be anthropological reasons, perhaps, that people how we behave, could be architecture, how we live. But it's the same in Spain, and I think it's related to politics as well. But okay, the thing is, many people died here per million people. In Japan, it's just a very small amount of people compared to here. So that's why here the government wanted to send a shock to the population, so they closed everything down, which I can understand. But what I cannot understand is that they discriminate between sectors of people. So they said those people can work and do a pretty normal life, but you cannot. You are not allowed to work. You are not allowed to do anything. So many people are killing themselves.
Oh, okay.
So artists here in Liège, on our town,
Hairdressers.
a hairdresser killed herself because she just opened a salon and they closed it down. So all her money was in there, and I think she lost her mind. So she killed herself because she lost everything. And well, you can imagine if a guy who has a cafe or a restaurant
Yeah.
has to pay 10,000 euros per month for the rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cannot open, has no income. If it's for 2 weeks, I can understand perfectly. But when it's months and
A
months,
year.
it's
Yeah.
a year. So, and you see that other people can work, but you are not allowed to. It's pretty sad. Call me naive, but I thought that people would be treated equally and we would all get the same rights and obligations. But apparently, they are targeting a segment of the population. Artists and people from cafes, owners, and restaurants, they are.
And beauticians and
Yeah.
hairdressers, and they have to die basically.
So luckily, I can teach languages too.
Mm-mm.
I can work like that, but okay, online mainly. And music could be done online too, but nobody wants to pay for it. It's crazy.
That's
And
true.
I'm not talking about the public. I'm talking about sponsors.
Mm-mm.
Imagine what we are doing now here. We could have a sponsor, let's say Asahi Beer. Could say, well, this music is sponsored by Asahi Beer, and they could pay something to the musicians. Or the telephone company could say, okay, we're making lots of money thanks to online working now, teleworking. So why not sponsoring one concert a night, every evening, a concert by a Belgian musician, sponsored by the telephone company. They're doing nothing like this. Even cultural centers, they are doing a little bit, but it's something like one concert a week or per month. So it's ridiculous. So before there was money going to artists. Now that money is in the hands of the telephone companies, the people who are making money, really. The stock market is going up, but on the other hand, another sector is actually dying, literally. And I call that discrimination, segregation, we could say. So it's horrible to see. And most people agree to it. That's why I think they did it. And most people accused artists and cafe owners of being shallow, and even if you want to organize a concert, they accuse you of wanting to kill people. You are a killer. You are a murderer. And that's the propaganda going around, and it's very harsh and very aggressive. So we cannot do anything. But what I do is I play on Facebook for free. I play for you a few times, which is very nice. I try to get some sponsors from local companies for my live concerts online, and nobody wanted to hear a word about it. They didn't even answer. People who I know personally. I contacted the beer company. I used to be. They are my client. I used to play for them every month in a cafe they own, a brewery, and they didn't answer. I said, okay, you could sponsor my concert for. I mean, we could sell beer together. No, they didn't. I mean, artists could be supported by this kind of business, but they don't. And I cannot blame beer companies because they are having a hard time here.
And I mean, I think a lot of, we talk to a lot of different artists, both here in Japan and around the world, and everyone's confronting similar challenges. And I think the wonderful thing we're seeing is that the artists themselves are not giving up. That, a lot of people like you and a lot of our friends, some of whom are watching tonight, are out there diligently making sure that the arts stay alive and get the music out, and are doing things to keep people uplifted and inspired during these times. But I think universally all of the artists are really struggling, and we're putting all our hope now in getting people vaccinated as soon as possible so we can get people back out to support the artists and have all of the arts return soon, we hope.
But we really don't know how many people actually died here because of the COVID pandemic related, because we stopped counting. Who get infected.
But, well, what I saw, it was something like 100 times less than here.
Yeah, Europe has clearly been much worse, and I do think that we have to be thankful for the fact that there do seem to be some factors in Asia in general that are proving to be less dangerous.
In Japan, people mostly don't touch each other. No, you never touch. So, but here people kiss each other. Men kiss. Men kiss. When you go to work, you have to kiss all your colleagues in the morning.
Okay.
Say, ohayou gozaimasu, bonjour. You have to kiss everyone. So if one has a virus,
kiss on your hands. But anyway, touching people was because it's been a year now. But before that, that was normal. So to arrive at work and give a kiss to
but I remember last year in March, the last concert I played was 6th of March, I think, just 1 week before the lockdown. And there was one guy in the public and who comes often to my concerts, and he refused not to kiss me. I said, no, Mark, don't kiss me because of the virus. He said, bollocks, bullshit, kiss me, man. And he embraced me and kissed me and said, okay, I was risking my life, actually.
Yeah.
Because I am in the group of risk, because my health is not good. My lungs are in a very, very bad state. So if I catch the virus, which I haven't, it could be really dangerous for me. So I said, no, please don't touch me. And he did. So most people act like that in Belgium. They are really, really rebels in spirit, Belgian people.
Yeah.
They never respect the authority.
Not me.
Well, but I am. In Spain, it's the same. We are rebels. We don't have any respect for authority. We don't believe in that. I mean, in Spanish people like me, I think, who are you, government, to tell me what to do? I still think like that because the government here and in Spain have been the first negationists. They actually denied the virus existed. They refused to take any measures when it was clear that we were under attack, let's say. People were dying by the thousands in Italy, and in Belgium and Spain, they refused to do any controls, any tests at the airports, nothing. They allowed football matches with Italian teams.
And supporters.
Yeah, it was crazy. And now they attack on the people. I remember in April, May, they said we should not wear face masks. The government said so. Why? Because they hadn't any, and they could not make any money out of it. As soon as they got their hands on millions of masks, they forced us to wear the masks. I made my mask myself here with paper and coffee filters.
I do think that there have been some important lessons that we've learned. One of our friends, Joan, is just chiming in, basically saying, that someone was actually shouting at her for wearing a mask. And we've seen the Americans on TV. If you watch any American TV, My Countrymen are crazy. doing all sorts of insane things during this pandemic. But I can't help but still come back to hope. And what gives me hope every time is, Sam Bennett, one of our very favorite artists, is on the thread tonight, has been doing live shows online, very often with Kuroda-san, his partner in music, and he's been releasing new songs and getting out there. Our friend Morgan Fisher has been doing shows and online and getting people to come out. And I've been so inspired by how the creative community have, despite all the struggle they're going through and all the financial hardships that they're going through, they've been the people keeping everybody's spirits up since this began. And you too, you've joined us a few times with this show, and you keep bringing us gorgeous
always
music.
A pleasure. But I have to, and I play every week. I have an appointment with some people who follow, and every week I play. But I see there's a pattern in behavior. Some people are really supporting artists, but I think they are a minority. Most people are actually attacking artists, which is not fair, because this was never the fault or caused by artists themselves. Never. But okay, but we have to live with that. But I'm also optimistic about the future.
I think so. I mean, I think, looking at the information that's coming out, I think it is realistic to believe that sometime in 2022, a lot of the world will have been vaccinated. It's still going to be tough for poorer countries, I think, for another 2 years after that. But
Yeah.
I do think that some of the countries in Europe, I think the United States and hopefully Japan will get people vaccinated, and we can see a resumption of cafes and restaurants and hairstylists and all those things that have suffered so much. But I'm going to go a little bit out on a limb here and say the big takeaway lesson from all of this for me is that I think we need to start changing our perspective on how the world works in general. Our priorities as people have changed dramatically. What's important to us is not the same as what it was before this began. And I think we need to start making those priorities, the creativity, family, safety, people being able to take care of themselves and have hearth and home and food. Those are things we've got to put first. So I hope that after this is over, people will get out there and start trying to change things.
Well, let's hope so.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
We have another song from you tonight that I want to make sure that we get.
Yes, I hope. I don't know if I have the right to play that song, but I saw that Johnny Cash played it, so I said, why not me? Because it's a very, very, yeah. Well, I think Johnny Cash was whiter than I am. So yeah, because it's really a sad song. It's a really famous folk tune, and the lyrics can be really, really hard. The ones I chose, because there are plenty of lyrics to that tune, are not the hardest, but they are really, really sad. But it's a very, very, normally it's a hollering song. There's no musical, no instrument played. It's just a cappella. Wow. But sometimes, of course, you can accompany yourself. And it's also the root. The melody is the root for all these songs like "Baby Please Don't Go," which was the lighter side of the tune, of course. But this is part of the original lyrics from the 19th century. So I hope you enjoy it.
Let's play.
Here we go.
この歌はとても古いです。とても悲しいです。This is a very old and sad song called Another Man Don't Go. Another man don't go. Another man don't go. name. Didn't know his name. Didn't know his name. I didn't know his name. Didn't know his name. To kill an older man. 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 No, the man don't go. No, the man don't go. No, the man don't go from the country from. No, the man don't go. No, the man don't go. Very old folk tune. ありがとうございました。またね。
またね。
またね。
That was
Nice,
wonderful.
Nice.
So you were just telling us that you've got a show coming up. Do you
Yes.
want to share that so folks here can tune in?
Yeah, so every Friday
Every
during the
Friday.
lockdown, every Friday I perform live on Facebook or sometimes YouTube. Normally Facebook. You can always catch me on Facebook. If you type Fernando Neris, you will find me. I perform solo from here, or sometimes I have a guest. Like next week, I have a wonderful guest from Liège, very, very good bluesman. And we are going to play together and sing together one of his songs, one of my songs. And it's very nice man. He's really a wonderful artist. Then the week after, I'm going to play from another place with an electric band I have with a singer. She's from Congo. She's a wonderful singer.
Oh,
And we play
interesting.
double bass, drums, jazz guitar, and singing. It's 90% blues, but in a T-Bone Walker style. I love that style. So it has nothing to do with this folk style. It's just, let's say, more modern. Here's 20s, 30s, and that's 50s, 60s. But every Friday you can catch me, and all the live shows I did are available on my Facebook page. I never delete anything. I'm so too lazy for that.
We will put a link on our page to make sure that folks can come over and see your shows, because I think
course.
they'll love to see what you're doing, and that
Yeah.
sounds so interesting.
Yeah, and they can hear me speak in French and Spanish too.
Very
Because the
cool.
show is bilingual, of course.
Well, thank you so much for spending tonight with us and for sharing your music with us again. It was really, really wonderful.
どういたしまして。
And a shout out to Kako-san. Thank you, Kako-san. It was great to see you tonight, and I hope you'll come back soon. And to Yamashita-san for sharing your Suguru Shamisen playing with us tonight.
ありがとうございました。
Arigato! And thanks to everybody who tuned in to join us tonight. It's been great having you with us, and we're still sticking to an every other week schedule for a little bit
Steak,
longer. So next show is the 27th. Right?
27th is the Australia special.
Yeah.
Wollongong.
Wollongong.
Yeah,
Is that how you pronounce that?
I don't know, Troy. I don't know. Wollongong? That's a city.
So next week's going to be a bit of a more intense, edgy vibe.
What? Down under.
Down under, yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that today. He said, come down and see us. And we were thinking, down?
Yeah, come down.
And then we realized, oh, yeah, that's another hemisphere.
Yeah.
So that's week after next.
27th.
27th. Same time and same place. Yeah. So until then, I hope everybody stays safe. We are still looking for people to come and join and play on our show. So if you're an artist and you want to play, you've got some music, or you want to bring some art on and talk about the creative stuff you're doing, just drop us a message. You can direct mail us with a message on YouTube, or you can catch us on any of our Facebook or Instagram pages.
Contact us. There's
Contact
nothing
us.
but
There's
contact us.
Yeah, there's Meg's life t-shirt. I love this t-shirt you're wearing,
Life.
or sweater you're wearing today. Yeah.
Okay. I'm done.
On that note, thank you guys. It was so nice to spend the evening
Thank
with
you.
you.
Thank you. また来週。再来週？また再来週。
再来週。
Good night, everybody.